Can you see that?
I can't see shit.
Oh, you can't see shit. Alright, don't worry about it. Well, basically, on my side, you're next to me, so now it's like
Yeah.
we're 1-1.
Okay, even better.
So we're 1-1. But yeah, man, let's kick this shit off. First off, how's it going over there? How's Philippines?
Good.
Oh, good
Tired
man.
from a flight.
Yeah, what'd you guys do today?
No, so we took a flight from Manila to Bohol, and
Yeah.
then we just got here, and then yeah, the trip was kind of tiring, and then settled in, ate ate some dinner, and now we're full.
Man. Is Josh with you? Is he with you right now? Or is
Yeah, he
he?
did. He's with Malik.
Ah, no, all good, all good.
Yeah,
That's
he's
alright.
about
Come.
to get
He's about to get what?
he's about to get knocked out.
Oh, okay. So he
But
said
we're
he's.
all tired.
I thought you said even though he's full, he's about to eat.
I see what.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, Nick, say less.
Open wide, baby.
Hey, Bonnie, you about to be a grandma. Oh, shit. Oh, that's good, man. I miss you guys. All right. Oh, man, where to begin? All right, let's just kick it off. Hey,
Yeah,
thanks for being here, for man. No, this is great.
good
This is
man.
great. The other day, it was just me and Uncle Lou. It was really cool. It was really good.
Yeah,
Um,
you.
yeah, I still need to. I'm a bit behind, but yeah, I'll try to get stuff done. All
Yeah.
right, let's start with the first topic. So the first topic, in no particular order. Let's just go through it all. So like you heard about the you heard about the Giannis drama, yeah? Like the whole wife and family moving to Greece.
Yeah, crazy man.
Yeah, what were your thoughts when you saw that? What do you think?
Bro, I was really surprised. I mean, like, first off, let's start with those death threats, yeah. Like, bro, like if it was me, like if I'm an absolute star, and then of course my family gets involved with these death threats. Fuck, I don't want to be here. I want to make sure that my family's safe, and like knowing that Yannis is from Greece, well, I guess it makes sense to send them home where they're fully protected by the people that that like they have family and stuff that could be surrounded by them.
For me, when I heard the news, I was like, you can't be serious. Because I thought it was, like there's a like misunderstanding, like there's something going on with Giannis internally with his family, and they're
Yeah,
not really eye to eye. So that's what my perception of it. But like, in terms of your perspective of it, for me, if that was the case, I don't fully understand what's going on. But when I saw that, I was like, really, you really let the people get to you, like the audience get to you,
yeah.
like. I'm sure back in the day, I'm sure when Kobe won the championships with all like against the other team, I'm sure Vanessa Bryant would have gotten like death threats, like I hope I don't see you or your husband or your kid. Like I'm sure everyone who's won the
Yeah.
championship or been successful against the hostile team, I'm sure they would have reached out to message him. But the
I,
fact that you let them in, like they kind of just let the attention get to you. Like all eyes are on you
I,
because your husband's like a hot player.
yeah. I
Pause.
mean, I feel like they just want to live like a normal life. You know how you could just walk down the street without anyone bugging you. And, I feel like they're more safe being in Greece, walking around the streets. Knowing that again, like these people will protect you. You know, Giannis is a god to us.
Yeah, but like it's
Nothing happens to the goddess.
but
I'm like,
like you're not gonna see these people. Like you're not like they're not gonna knock on your door. Like you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna
but
because
that's kind of fun. Looking at it, it affects Giannis's career.
yeah,
Like obviously, if you have a family that's in the other side of the world,
you
like
gotta
fuck, I'm just gonna finish my contract in the NBA. Then I'm gonna play basketball in Greece.
yeah, because two things are gonna happen. You're either you gonna say your family abandoned you while you go chase this championship, or sorry guys, I have to do my legacy in a different league. Like, I'm still gonna
Yeah,
be the Greek freak, just literally in
literally.
Greek, in Greek.
Yeah, fuck, he actually meant what he like that. He actually fulfilled his nickname, the Greek
You're
Freak.
the Greek freak. Yeah,
Fuck.
that's what I thought. I was like, and I'm thinking, oh shit, because
Yeah,
like a few years from now, when LeBron and Steph and all that are gone, it's gonna be him, it's gonna be Ant, it's gonna be Tatum, it's gonna be
yeah,
like all these young guys, and then with him gone, that literally like shakes up the league a bit.
it does. And like looking at it, like since he had to move his family back to Greece. Well, the Bucks decided to move some of his family to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's sign the two Tentacupo brothers right now. Yeah, yeah, let's sign the Asses. Oh yeah, hey, Alex is available. Sign.
He's like, hey, I know you lost some family, but we got
Yeah,
some for you. We got them back. Oh, really? You got my wife back? No, man, we got your brothers. What you talking about?
wrong family.
Wrong attend the Coopers, man. Oh,
Fuck.
hey, they've been
You want
balling
him?
though. Hey,
Yeah.
the Nasa's been balling though. I've been seeing a little mismatch. He clearly been
He,
working.
yeah, he's a, actually no. Being honest, but in Greece, he's actually playing. He's always been playing good. Like even back then, I used to watch Greece basketball. Their team Pantheos something. It's so hard to pronounce.
I don't
Um,
even bother.
but yeah, yeah. But like even back then, the Nazis used to play good. Watching him alongside Giannis as they were going up and stuff. But yeah, it's just the fact he just became a living meme ever since he signed with the Bucks, knowing that you have a fucking all-star brother who is basically a demigod in basketball, and then there's you who couldn't live up to the same hype.
And then we've got this
But
god, we've got this attribute, and then there's you. How are you
yeah,
related?
it's kind of hard to like follow his footsteps, knowing that you're only gonna stay at this level. But then again, like I said, back in Greece or even the FIBA world, like any FIBA competition,
Hmm.
the Nationals can play. It's just like he's I'm like I think it's just his level of basketball in the FIBA competition or in Greece basketball just doesn't translate much to the NBA, and somewhat in the preseason he's somewhat improved. Like his
Yeah.
game is starting to understand it now in the NBA level, which is kind of good. I
I
just don't know
mean,
how Alex is
yeah.
gonna play for the Bucks, but it's just it's really hard to transition international level into the NBA level. And like as for like, did you hear one time that Luka Doncic said that Euro basketball is way more competitive than NBA basketball?
I heard that somewhere, yes, and
Yeah,
I would somewhat agree because we were talking about this last episode, like me and Uncle Lou were talking about this last episode. We were basically
yeah,
saying that the modern league right now, the way that they're training, it's very like I didn't say at the time, but now like paraphrase, it's like they're only working one dimensionally. Like they're all about cutting, looking for wide open
yeah,
shots. There's no footwork whatsoever.
yeah,
And I was telling Uncle Louis, like, with these kids, they need to. What we were trying to send a message last episode, like, you guys need to work on like adding to your bag, be more creative. That's what's gonna
yeah,
keep you in the league. Because every year, players are getting replaced by younger people, or you're getting replaced by someone far more important that can actually do your job. Like, it's a job,
exactly.
right? And with that being said, like what you said about the Europeans all being more competitive, absolutely, because they work on the fundamentals for starters and
Yeah,
they perfect it. Whereas now, more of like the modern kids, they're all about dunking, shooting far threes,
yeah,
getting hype. Like we
yeah,
like eventually like we don't want that. We want to see competitive. We want to see you kill each other. We don't care about that trash talking young bullshit.
exactly. You look at the last Olympics, you can see how far the Europeans have gone in terms of basketball, and in terms of chemistry, in terms of physicality, in terms of scoring.
Yeah.
Like they're way ahead. And like looking at it, if LeBron, KD, and Steph didn't play, bro, the USA wouldn't even win bronze.
That's what I was like. Yeah, I was looking back. I was like, if Steph didn't come out of the
Yeah.
gates, they would have
Yeah.
lost.
And looking at it, look, if you put, let's say, if you put your top NBA American players together against a top world players internationally together and face them, I'm gonna say the USA might lose.
Are you talking about the
Knowing
one that just played? Are you talking about the Avengers USA, or are you talking about the FIBA?
no, no, I'm talking about if you put your top, let's say your top 12 NBA players on one team
Right.
against the top international players on the other,
Yes.
and you make them clash, bro, there's a huge chance. I'm not saying the NBA team's gonna lose, but there's a chance that they will
Yeah.
or they can,
Yeah. I
because that's
mean,
how
yeah.
far Europeans have improved themselves.
And that's what we were talking about. Like the skill set is just not there. Like they're not doing like footwork. Like footwork is just one example. Hook shots is
Yeah,
an example. Physicality is an
yeah,
example. They're all about being athletic, slashing through the lane, doing all this up and under like athletic like
yeah,
layups underneath. Whereas the Europeans, it's all about physicality. It's all about posting up, taking advantage. Attitude. Like
yep.
the base, like literally the basics, like the arts. Like it's just in the basics.
Yeah.
But the
Because
yeah.
with the Europeans, it's because they know. The thing is, when you compare European basketball to NBA basketball, they're pretty much on a slow pace, and they try to actually make the right plays.
Yeah.
Whereas with the NBA, they're just trying to quickly score as they can. They're gonna drive to the basket, kick it out. Whoever's open, just shoot it.
And that's yeah, you're absolutely right. And that was a lot. That's another thing that we covered. Like they do not really treat the mentality is not there. Like compared to like the greats, like the goats, and then the Europeans. When you watch them, you can see that every possession matters.
Matters, yes,
It
exactly.
matters. Like it really matters because they know if when they lose and they rewatch the tapes, they look like I could have done more if I did this. Whereas
Yep,
most of these kids, most of these youngins, they just think, oh, it's just a game. We'll try to do better in the next one, but you're just gonna chuck up the same shit,
exact same shit. Yeah, exactly.
and that's the problem. And yeah, we're just talking about like we weren't just talking about NBA and like other leagues. We're also talking about just people in general, like other like people who love basketball, like people that we've played
Yeah.
against as well. Like
Mhm.
they just chuck this shit up there, and then when we get frustrated and then they're saying like, oh, it's just a game, but I'm like, yeah, but you're not taking it seriously, you're not being competitive. Like that's like the punishment that we get, like the Filipino punishment, like the what do you call when you go under,
Yeah, the Sultan.
lusutan.
Yeah,
So for those who don't know
yeah.
what lusutan is, lusutan is the winning team just stand on a line. They form a line in the middle of the court with the and the losing team goes underneath all of the winning players' legs. That's what lusutan is.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of like a punishment, like for losing.
yeah,
So when we're playing these games, you're supposed to take that serious because as a competitor, you don't want to lose, and also you don't want to go underneath, fucking people's fucking
yeah,
legs and sweaty balls and whatever the case may be. I just don't like to lose, And then there's the people that we're playing with. They just like to just chuck shit up there, like they just chuck threes and cherry pick and miss a layup, or they just think they can take on 1 and 5 versus us who like slow down the pace, like we treat every possession. You're trying to change every possession that matters. If I find you wide open, I'm gonna find you. And if we're trying to move the ball, just know I'm gonna give the ball back, right? Like, but you
yeah.
think I have the ball, he's not gonna pass it to me, I should do something. I'm like, no, man, it's called movement. And that's the thing I think about with most like young athletes now, or most players that are getting there.
Yeah.
They think that the highlight, like they need to be the factor, like the it factor.
Mm-hmm.
But you really should be focusing on like the fundamentals, and that's what Europeans. That's the one thing we missed out on yesterday, the other day. The Europeans are a really, really good prime example. They literally are when you say fundamentals, they're literally it now.
Exactly. Yep. They do everything. Like fuck. They're keeping the tradition alive. That's how you can say it.
Yeah,
Because in the NBA, there's they're already killing it. Like they're nearly burying it to the ground with a different play style. Whereas with Europeans, it's just nice to see those type of play styles, and the fact those, like, again, those hook shots, those post up moves, those mid ranges. It's beautiful basketball.
It's
Just to cut it short.
it is beautiful basketball. I just hate that it used to not. What Europeans did now, we used to do like then. We're not
Yeah.
doing that now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I was just trying to like warn people. So let's fast forward like back to Milwaukee. Giannis is that modern player now, that one of those young like slashing and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
it's based on mentality, and you can see as he's been losing every year. He's adding something to his game individually, because we've seen him from the start. His whole career so far before this point was, I'm just going to attack regular season, preseason, but then come to the postseason, they know how to stop you, because
Mm. Yep.
you have no jumper, you have no three, nothing. You just literally just attack us, but we have a game plan for you. And so when he realized that, he added post game, footwork. He added those things. But most of these cats, they just do the exact same shit every year. Like Donovan Mitchell just continues to just practice shooting
Hmm.
to make it perfect. But shooting is a 50-50 thing, man. That's what I've learned about basketball. Like
It is.
like when you perfect I love post game so much, because when you perfect it, you perfect how to be unguardable, and it looks cool, you know.
It does.
Versus
With
shooting, yeah.
yeah.
Like how many times have you like how many hours have you spent have you spent shooting, and then there's always sometimes there's games where you couldn't get a ball to save your life.
Oh my God, those off days or off nights, like, wow, that happens so many times. It frustrates me.
Yeah. But how do you
Yeah.
think? Imagine how fans feel when we see that, like in the preseason, like, oh, look at Zach Levine, Donovan Mitchell, like they're working on the off season, but we're just seeing a lot of shooting. But like, what have you done differently?
Exactly. They do the exact same shit the following year.
Yeah, they think if they just they stay this course. Eventually, one of these seasons, it's gonna turn the page. But
Yeah.
we can all tell from the start, like, it's not gonna. That's not the case. Like right now, the season coming up. Do you really think the Cavaliers are gonna get their shit together this season? Like, be honest.
The Cavaliers? No, because in a way they lost a key player, and like a key bench player, and I have to say that would be Ty Jerome.
Mm,
He was a factor with off like coming off the bench, and there were days where he was the primary scorer or yet the leading scorer of each game, and even the playoffs or even in the regular season, he was actually performing how the starters were supposed to be scoring, and losing a player like that kind of hurts the team. And for me, I feel like the Cavs downgraded
yeah,
this season,
yeah,
so I don't see bouncing back. Like, yeah, they can learn from last season, but in terms of you know offensive skill set or firepower, well, again, they're not the same team as they were last year. Last year they had, like, again, they could have gotten all the way in the East last year,
I was
knowing how
expecting
they
it.
performed this season. It's just the fact that again, playoffs is a different atmosphere. The lights can
Yes,
be you, the pressure's
yes,
on. Like, fuck, if you had veteran players to guide you, fuck, you would have, it would have helped them go all the way. But the fact that these players, just because, fuck, you guys got eliminated in the playoffs in the second round, and you know after that, like, fuck, if I were them, just because you guys lost in the second round doesn't mean you guys have to, like, dismantle your best players or lose one of the key players. Like, okay, cut some role players and get better players, but, like, again,
they lose the
losing
raw
losing
pieces. Yeah,
yeah, they took off the wrong pieces
yeah, they
or wrong pieces.
underappreciated them. Yeah,
Yeah. And yeah, although you still have Donovan Mitchell, you still have Darius Garland, but, like, again, you know you you can't have those starting five the entire game.
yeah,
you know once when the bench comes in, you need someone to carry the bench. So I don't see them, you know, I just don't see them going anywhere this upcoming season. That's why they're not one of my top picks on coming out of the East. And again, like I said, I'm going with the Knicks this season
Yeah,
from the previous did. That's the team that I'm expecting to come out of the East.
yeah, absolutely. Like, let's just I don't watch. I haven't watched. I watch Cleveland here and there, but because
Yeah,
I just know there's no point in watching them because they're just a bunch of shooting team. Like they're just the old shooting team. And in the regular season, it's kind of a game plan. Like we'll let you shoot. We won't defend as much because why are we putting our bodies on the line for seeding? Just to seed. Like we just want to be in the playoffs. And you're
yep,
absolutely right. The playoffs is what matters. Everyone knows this. Where it doesn't matter where you stand, 1 to 8. Once playoff kicks in, who you're up
yep,
against is who can execute the most. But if
exactly.
we let all season you thinking, oh yeah, I've improved my shooting this year, but you don't realize the enemy's like we're letting you take those shots. Now, good luck when we put someone on you. Try to shoot that same shot now. That's what these guys don't get. The off season, you're supposed to learn something. How do you get past that defender in the first place? Or what offense can I add to get past 2 people, 3 people, a whole bench? Did you see the preseason game today against Oklahoma City with Giannis?
Yeah, fuck, he took on 5 people.
He took on 5 people. Like, he literally took on half the whole team, right? Like four
Yeah,
people, and he still got in there.
scored
Like
and,
he
and
still scored in there in 4 people. That's what a player should be thinking. Like, how do I get past? It's not always just one on one. You have to learn how to
yep,
get past the whole team, and you have to add
and that
something in.
exactly. And you know, same like I can say the same thing with Milwaukee with the cap situation. They didn't get better; they got worse.
Yeah,
And like of course, having Giannis, you always be a playoff team. Yeah, you always have that high chance on getting to playoffs. And for me, it's just kind of sad that you're wasting this guy's years, knowing that he got rid of Damian Lillard. Although I get why they had to get rid of Damian Lillard, but at the end of the day, like fuck, you didn't get him for anything.
yeah, that's the worst part. You know when the one thing that people don't notice when a player gets injured, you
Yeah,
automatically assume they get waived or traded straight away because you don't want to
yeah,
waste the roster spot.
yep,
Un-
exactly.
Unless you're really investing and thinking like you're committing to, all right, next year it is. But with these
Yeah,
veterans, you don't have that privilege. You don't have that time.
you don't exactly.
So if something like that happens, you need to do something and do something quick. Put a band-aid on it. Don't cut the whole limb off and thinking, now we're still going to be good with one arm, like one arm less. You have to get like a robotic arm or something to to keep the patient running, like keep the team running.
Yeah,
The fact that they lost
and
Dame
then
for nothing, yeah.
yeah,
Like, go on, go on, go
and
on.
then and that arm that you're talking about they replaced is Miles Turner. I mean, like he's faster than Brook Lopez, but at the end of the day,
He's the
it
same
doesn't
player.
do you any better.
He's the same player
He's
as Brook Lopez.
exactly, but also you saw how he played in the finals. He disappeared.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed because I was rooting for Indiana because I knew this was the only chance they had.
Not only that, I, with me, like I don't. It's not that I dislike OKC. I love OKC. Like I love how they won the championship fair and square.
Yeah,
But like I love how the narrative goes how an underdog team took a number one seeded team to 7 games, and of course you'd want the underdog team to win it all the way, and that's how I was really rooting for Indiana as well. Like yeah, congrats to
Halliburton. Yeah.
yeah, but like still, if Halliburton didn't go down, because you saw Halliburton before he went down, he was on fire. He was on a roll by himself. He was carrying the paces by himself.
Yes.
And that last game, fuck, Nemhard didn't do much. Um, what do you call this? Siakam,
Yeah, Andrew Nemhard didn't do much. Neesmith didn't do anything. Obi
Neesmith,
Toppin didn't do anything. TJ McCollum. Like, I could name every player on that team. I
Yeah.
couldn't give you anything. But you know what the problem is? It's the roster. Like the way I don't think people quite understand the way that we understand basketball, like how we understand rosters.
Yep.
Like I'll pull up I keep saying it, but let me try to simplify it even more. For a successful team, you need 10. I'm just gonna be generic. 10 players, right? Your best
Yep.
five, and then your bench is supposed to be your reserve for each position,
Sure. Exactly.
right? Most of these motherfuckers, most of these leagues, like these teams, they have 3 point guards, five centers, and then two shooting guards. Or like
Yeah.
Houston Rockets, they had so many fucking shooting guards, so many power forwards, they didn't know what the hell they were doing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you look at every championship team, what happened is that starting lineup, whenever you replace like someone sat down, the person that reserved for them, the bench player, still can fill that void of like keep the lead going or have some momentum while the star player rests.
Yep.
Instead,
But no.
yeah, instead, what people have done now, what most teams have done now, they don't have a starting five. They just rely on one or two players or a big three, and then they surround
Yeah.
them with a shit ton of role players, thinking that they're stars. And that's what
Yeah.
Indiana was. Because when I say Indiana Pacers, name the best players.
Indiana Pacers, of course, I can say number one, sorry, not Siakam. Halliburton, Siakam, and then you had Miles Turner back during that time,
But
and
that
then you
was
had
it.
Nemhard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was it.
but that's it. That's all you think of. You don't think of Andrew Nemhard. You don't think of Aaron Neesmith. You don't think of Obi Toppin. You don't even think of Thomas Bryant. You don't think of these players, right? Because what have they done in their careers in the past? No shade to them. I'm just being realistic. This is what I see. What have they done in their careers before they got to Indiana to even make me know who they are,
Nothing.
right? And then you look at uh, Golden State. I'll chuck in like the obvious teams. Like Golden State right now, they before Jimmy, they didn't have nothing. They were pretty alright with Andrew Wiggins and all that shit, but then he was nowhere to be found. But then they gave up so much to get Jimmy, and then it was literally just Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy,
Yep.
right? You're supposed to like, I don't know what these what. There's a lot of teams out there that say we need to find something in the free agency. It's like, oh, there's nothing out there, bro. You've seen the list of free agents.
Yes, exactly. There's so many good players that are on the market, and they're just. I don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that the NBA is secretly just terminating these players. Like, fuck, nah, get rid of him. We're done with him. Like, again, like for instance, what Russell Westbrook? Like, what the fuck? He he obviously fulfilled his role. Like, out of all years, he was with, I should say, with the Lakers, including the Clippers. Bro, he played his best season with the Nuggets, which was just last year.
Yeah,
And it's so surprising that
he's
this
not on the team.
season he's not on the team. So like it kind of questions me like, does the NBA have this habit on like terminating players just because they don't want them anymore in the league? And like let's spice things up. Okay. Okay, take off like for instance, take off Dwight Howard, take off Russell Westbrook, take off DeMarcus Cousins, take off
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee, take it Tucker. Like again, the Morris twins. Fuck, like it's like what the fuck is going on? These dudes can still play, and some can be veterans on a team that can guide players into being more confident, into more. It's like, and especially in training, can help them develop their game or unlock their potential.
Yeah.
But like the NBA just has this fucking habit on just getting rid of players who were playing previously good this season, and then come the next, they're playing in China.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on? So it kind of bothers me the fact that, you know, China offered Russell Westbrook 3 times his NBA, four
Yes.
times his NBA salary. He was offered $14 million to play for China, for a Chinese team. And fuck. knowing the fact that Russell Westbrook was only getting paid like 3 point something, it kind of bugs me because like he still has a body, although like the offensive skill set is just it's not the same as before. Like
See,
gonna give it, but again, his playmaking is still there. His hustle is still there. His defense is still there. And if you ask me if you're gonna want me to choose him over other guards that you can name me, I will still choose Westbrook. Like for instance, if you were to give me a point guard, give
SG.
me a comparison.
Let's just say SGA. Just I for sure someone's gonna ask me Oklahoma. If you compare Oklahoma City SGA and Russell Westbrook,
Of course, look, of course we know offensive skill set now, SGA wins, but in terms of hustle, leadership, um, defense, explosiveness, we all know that's Westbrook. And like these are two different play style players, but at the end of the day, the other fulfills what the other doesn't have.
and that's what Westbrook
And,
is.
and that's what Westbrook is, yeah?
Yes.
Just because he's missing some bits of his game doesn't mean he can't fulfill other parts that are missing on a team. And again, it's just kind of surprising that this season he's just gone. And another notable player is Ben Simmons. Like you said, you wanted to talk about him. I mean, I think with the Ben Simmons situation, the potential is there. It's just I don't think teams just trust him to be him anymore because of what happened in Philadelphia and what
Yes.
happened on the Nets. But the thing is, with the Nets, he couldn't play 100% because his back wasn't even 100%. In fact, his back wasn't even 5%.
Yeah. Even the season when he came back, he wasn't
Yeah,
he wasn't the same Ben Simmons. Yeah, I saw that.
you can see his movement. You can see that he's trying to like play it safe. It's not the fact that his aggressiveness isn't there. It's just the fact that if he tries to force something, his back's just gonna give in again. And although it just kind of sucks that during the off season you don't see him trying
Better.
to be better. You
Yes.
don't see that that strive for hunger. Like like you said, these players when they get paid, they stop doing what they did to get paid
Yes.
because fuck I got money and shit. I got my house. I got the car of my dream. Like fuck. That doesn't mean you should stop trying to get better every
You
day.
should be ambitious. You should always want more.
Exactly.
And yeah,
And it like with the Ben Simmons situation, like fuck, you had all this money, you had a max contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. And all these years in my head, like when you got injured, when you were with the Brooklyn Nets or even with the Clippers, you could have used the medical staff, you could have poured in more money to get better and then train to be better. But no, I mean now I see why teams don't want him. And like there are just some other teams, like some other players, put themselves in that position and why they're not in the NBA. And another example is Taylor Horton Tucker.
yes, great player. He's a
Like
really really good player. Yeah.
he's a great player, but you can see in the end, especially when he was with the Utah Jazz, he wasn't this like ever since the Lakers stunt that he had, he was good. He was good in the Lakers. He had potential there. Like fuck, he was above players that you wouldn't even think of. You know, he'd be like they'd be better than him at this point. But during back then, he was higher than them. And like, I feel like with the Taylor Horton Tucker thing, it got into his head where he was like, "Fuck, nah, the Lakers paid me. They see value in me. They see that I have potential to be good. Yes, you had potential to be good, but at the end of the day, when you had that confidence thinking that this team's is gonna want to keep you because they saw something in you. Fuck, they gave you 60 something million to stay, and like that's money that's hard to get, especially coming from the Lakers, because
Yes.
the Lakers rather use that type of money to get an all-star player. Yeah, but the fact that they
They
signed him for that,
generously gave you, yeah.
yeah, so it means they trust you. And I feel like after ever since he got paid, he just he just didn't give a fuck anymore.
The
And
hunger's
then
gone.
when he got traded, the hundred was gone. And then when he got traded to the Utah Jazz, you can see how, one season he was doing good with the Utah Jazz. Yeah, he even had a revenge game against the Lakers where he was doing good. He even posterized a player. I forgot which player he
I can't remember
posterized.
either.
Yeah, it was against the Lakers because the, that following season when he got traded to Jazz and then they played the Lakers, he was going off. And then next thing you know, like after that, it's like he just gave up. You can see his body like he just kept getting bigger.
You get the opposite end, yeah, yeah.
Like
Everyone's trying to
fuck,
go this way, and the people that don't care anymore, they go
going
that way.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then like he's explosive, his handles they just disappeared. And like
yeah,
that kind of gets like it gets to me why some players, you know, get kicked out of the NBA because fuck, these players don't even put in the work that they're supposed to be putting in. When they get the money, they just stop. And now look at him. He's fucking shining in God knows where he's playing.
yeah. In
It
some
just
Lithuania or something. That's how far. I don't care once you're not in the NBA
yeah,
anymore.
but
But I know who
look
you
look
were.
yeah, like show a video like yeah, like go to YouTube or Facebook, search his latest poster. Bro, I swear to God, he fucking looked like LeBron James on postering someone. He I was like, where the fuck was this in the NBA like last season? Where was
See,
this hunger? Where was
and
this at like this from you?
so this is what I said again. I'm just gonna go back to the last episode. That hunger, you need to keep it despite getting paid, because once you get replaced, it's hard to come back in the same club,
Yes.
in the same ball club.
It is.
Victor Oladipo is one example.
Yep.
You trained so hard, which I get, but what I was asking myself, like, yeah, you're training, but what are you actually training? Like, what are you working on? Because all I can see from you was jump shooting. That's all I saw. I didn't see you do any of this footwork, anything to not compromise your body. And look what
Yep.
happened. He does this simple dunk. He tears his ACL. He's done. Like he's done. Like that was it.
Yep.
And so you thinking I'm gonna get better, I'll come back stronger, not realizing that next season you're a year older, your body becomes more fragile. Most of these teams, to answer your point, what's wrong with the NBA? Most of these teams now are thinking, let's just go younger. We
Yep.
can always build again from being younger. And now
Yeah.
look at his ass now. Now look at Victor's ass now playing in China.
That's
Now, yeah,
and no. Aside from that, with Victor Oladipo, I mean, this dude was a great player, but the thing is, he was just greedy because at the time, Indiana was offering him $100 million contract, but he turned it down because he wanted more. And then that same season where he got injured, the offer was gone. Because
yeah.
why the fuck would we offer someone $100 million deal, knowing that the injury you got is gonna take you either one season or more for you to be back 100%.
See, I'm glad you brought that up because that made me realize what's wrong with this modern NBA.
Yeah.
Other than just the skills,
Yeah.
it's like the hunger for like the hunger, but the hunger to win a championship. You guys don't have
Yeah.
that. There's only like so few players in the league now that the list gets small and small that I can think of who really want a championship, but you're surrounded by these spoiled motherfuckers that don't want to put in the work, act like they
Yep.
do with the stats that they're padding, but you if like oh I can trust you, and then if I get injured, and then look what happens, you guys get blown out. That's the problem.
Yep.
Like the list is so small. I can only list Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, LeBron. I'm talking about the older guys. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, DeMar DeRozan. He also brought
Mhm.
up that he's trying to win, but there's people not loving the game that they love the game. These are people that have that mentality like I'm sacrificing, I'm putting in the
Yeah.
work. You know, I need some help. And
And like
then trying to educate these kids, but no.
yeah, just like what LeBron said on the grind. Apparently, you know, he said this: everybody wants the glitz and glamour. Everybody don't want to fucking work.
Yeah.
Strap their boots and put on the hard hat and actually commit. You're more in love with the finish line than the process, and that's the mentality of players today. They're so in love with the fact that, you know, fuck, I can be this player, but fuck, you're not doing the process. You're not doing the work to become this player.
And that's there's only the modern NBA. I can literally think of a few people, and the only one that comes to my mind with the way we just said, the only player that comes to mind, the young one that thinks like that, is Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
Because you can see every season he adds something.
He adds
He
something to his
always adds
arsenal.
something. He had something. He had something different. Like people don't think that, but let's see for the example. Let's look at the facts. In 2023, when he got knocked out to Denver, you could see late in the series he was doing post up, and he realized, oh shit, they can't guard me here. But
Yep.
you guys were already so far in the hole. It was and you had worked on that type of game on
Earlier.
your bag
Yep.
that you didn't have a chance. And then when he ended, he added that to his arsenal the following season. And look, even though they went 7 games, he beat the exact same team because he
Exactly.
added that new threat.
Yep.
And then he lost to Dallas. He
Yep.
needed to add more, stamina, sharpen his like just sharpen little bits of his game. And then look what happened this last season when he smacked, the Lakers and Golden State. The
Yep.
only problem is and then
Yep.
he's still adding, but the only problem was at the time when he lost to who's the Thunder, his teammates
Thunder.
didn't show up. His teammates didn't show up for him. But even though he still takes responsibility that, oh, I lost. He's still thinking mentality. I need to add something. I need to keep
Yep.
adding. Not like we'll be back and I'll just do the exact same thing. Like no,
Yep.
you're trying to put this team on your back and carry it.
Yeah. Because that's the mentality that I like. Like, he's not the type of player where you're like, fuck, I'm already at my best. You guys gotta step up. Like, no. He's the type of player where I feel like I came up short. I'm gonna try to be more aggressive, better next year. I'm gonna try to help us win. And like, he's just gonna try to motivate his teammates to do better, but he's gonna push himself more to do better. You know, and like, that's what I like about Anthony Edwards' leadership at a young age with the Timberwolves, because he actually he shows it. He shows,
Yeah,
as you said, each year he's getting better. Each year he's adding something to his arsenal. And that year, where, you know, when the year when he joined the Olympic team and won a gold medal with Steph, he fucking added that 3 point shooting range to his arsenal. Oh, like after practicing with Steph and and KD, getting those advices, and fuck, the following season he was the leading NBA 3 point made
yeah,
made shots in the season. And
yes,
like, fuck, that's a huge that's a huge step, especially coming to the league. He was never known as a good 3 point shooter. He was good. He was known as a slasher, a mid range, and for dunking and that explosiveness. But like, imagine that, like, dropping from here to here. That is good. That is you putting the work.
see, and this is what you just said. What you just said before. When he was just it was at the start he was just slashing, attacking, and then he added fadeaways, he added 3 point shooting, he added rebounding. Just little
Yep,
things. Just keep adding. That's what Giannis is going through.
exactly.
You
No,
know?
that's what Young doing his entire career. Every other season, he just tries to be better.
Yeah.
Although we all know the reason why. Like, again, I understand why his shooting has been kind of shit throughout the years. It's because at the end of the day, the guy was putting muscle.
It's hard to shoot and have muscle at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard.
Exactly.
It's really hard.
But you can see he's desperately always trying to be good with mid ranges, 3 point shots. And I like the fact that even in the Eurobasket, fuck,
He was
he
jump
was making
shooting.
he was shot.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, this guy absolutely just keeps improving his game year after year. Like, at the end of the day, some players when they win a championship, like, fuck, I've already proved myself. Especially him. He was He was named a Finals MVP. He's already won an MVP for himself. So again, he's an NBA champion. What more does he have to prove? But yet here he is trying to keep getting better as if he's never won anything.
It's because he
That
wants more.
striper
Yeah, he
exactly there.
yeah he wants more. Like the people, the thing that people don't understand. Once you win a championship, if you want to win a championship and you win it, you want to win more.
More exactly.
You want
You
to
want
win
to you
more.
feeling again, yeah? That feeling of success. And like again, some fucking players like fuck, they get the money, but they don't give a fuck about winning a championship. And the thing is, Giannis has that. Again, he has the achievements. He has the fucking money. But yet he's still hungry for winning a championship. Like that guy has everything that you can have in life, and yet he's just still pushing himself.
What did I tell you and Justin? Like when I say Giannis, like I kept saying like he's the younger version of LeBron.
He is.
And the reason why I say that is because he literally plays like him. He's teaching, learning is like him. He's dominant like him. And they're literally on the same boat. They're literally on the same boat. The one thing about all these people that are great or on the road of getting great is the
Yep.
help is short. The help needed
Yes.
is short. And that's the
Mhm.
problem. It's the players that are coming in, these role models thinking they're superstars.
Yes. For instance, fucking Kyle Kuzma. He was once a near star with the Lakers. He was playing good at some point. But fuck, after fucking hell, like after being paid by the Lakers, after winning a championship, he just said, "Fuck, I'm just gonna enjoy life at this point." Yeah, I went to the Washington Wizards. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Fucking ended up being one of the worst players in the fucking roster.
Yeah, I know. We were thinking like him and Jordan Poole about to do some damage. Like, nah, man, this used to be your
But
team. We're
the reason why fucking Washington was losing, and then
yeah.
here coming into Milwaukee, like having Kyle Kuzma, you can see, fuck, he's doing jack shit. And like, fuck, these players think that yeah, you guys got to team up with one of the best players in the NBA, but that doesn't mean that just because you guys got teamed up with him doesn't mean that they see you as an all-star type of player. Like fuck, you still have to put the work in. You still have to show that you can be a piece on the team. And I like the fact that um, what do you call this? What's his name? Porter Jr.
Oh, Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah,
Hello.
yo, can you hear me?
Oh, there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr.
Kevin
is
Porter.
yeah.
You can see how like after that stunt with
Clippers.
Cleveland
And the
and the
yeah, yeah,
Clip,
yeah.
after those like after his personal issues outside the NBA, at the end of the day when he came to the Bucks, you can see that he's actually striving to be a piece. He wants to become a piece of the team. He wants to be part of a culture. You can see that he's being trusted to facilitate. And I like the fact that he's one of the type of players on that team is taking shit seriously.
Because he realized, I
Yeah.
think that what he realized once you leave the NBA, it's not the same.
Yep.
So he was lucky that the Clippers gave him a chance. If it wasn't for the Clippers giving him a chance, he'd still be in Israel.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Like yeah. See it. So I hope that Taylor Horton Tucker, you know, proves himself why he needs to be in the NBA. But when he gets back to the NBA, if ever, he has to strive. Like fuck. I know. I can always be kicked out of this league. But I
I
just need to.
doubt. I don't see it. That's the thing. I'm
Stay
calling it.
here.
Like look at like for example, I have more high hopes for JaVale McGee to come back. I have more high hopes for the
Yep.
Morris twins to come back because they're still solid
But
players. They
yeah.
haven't. They're still in shape. They're still lethal. They're
Yep.
still young at heart. I don't care about their
Yeah.
age. I already know what they bring. DeMarcus Cousins, I don't care about his age. I don't care about his history. I know what he can bring. You know, and that's what most
Yeah.
teams. They don't really listen to the audience because sometimes the audience just throws some wild shit. But
Ex-
with the rumors like, oh, if Giannis goes to the Knicks or if Giannis goes to the Warriors, we got a chance. Like that's not realistic. Like realistic, that's not gonna happen. But look, if you have to think about these players being their franchise on their team and think about what they
Yep.
need. Like let's focus on the Bucks. Look at clearly they need everything in Milwaukee. They need everything.
Exactly. So they need a decent center. They
Mhm.
need a fucking decent small
Name them.
forward.
Keep naming everything. Go. Name what they need.
Better guard, a better point guard, a better bench as well.
Yeah. Because and then let's break it. Let's break every team down. Let's do it. Look at Milwaukee. How they ended up last year when Dame went down. Yeah.
They got backed.
So let's. Oh no, I'm just gonna talk on paper. Damian is your one. Kevin Porter Jr. was meant to be a reserve for the one.
Yep.
Now that Dame's gone, you've got Kevin Porter Jr. as the starting lineup now, starting
Yeah.
point guard. Who is your reserve number one? Ryan Rollins. But who the fuck is that? Right?
Exactly. A fucking guy who has improved himself and a guy that it's like if you're gonna put someone as a reserve, like someone that has improved themselves, it pretty much says that this season is just a trial and error. We're not focused on winning, but we're focusing on improving.
See, look, you couldn't even name a reserve on that team. That's how bad that team is. They literally don't have anyone. It's literally Giannis, his two brothers, and Miles Turner this season. That's literally it. There's no one else on that team. I hate it because when I think of next season, when I look at the free agency, I'm looking at what okay, they lost. What have they added to try and be better? The less
Yep.
moves you make as a losing team, the less moves you make, the more that tells me you're just gonna repeat what happened last season. Like the Washington Wizards, the Utah
Yeah.
Jazz, the Portland
Yeah.
Trailblazers. I'm naming all these obvious shit teams because they haven't added anything that's gonna make them better. That's gonna make them climb up or convince me that they have a shot. Like let's like Cleveland didn't do shit. So don't expect shit to happen later down the track. Like oh magically, oh they got their shit together and they're in the in the Eastern Conference Finals. But we all know you're gonna get bounced out first or second round again for sure. Like let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and then
But
look at Golden State. Look at Golden State for example. Look what they lost. How they lost. Look what they lost. They lost Looney, and look who they got. Then I'm sure you know all the players that they got. Even after,
yeah,
despite the Kuminga drama, look at the depth that they added.
yeah. So again, like if you ask me, adding Horford was good. Improving Quinton Post's game is good, and then of course, keeping Buddy Hield, adding what do you call this, Melton again, the Anthony Melton, which I truly like. I swear to God, he was clicking with the Warriors, and then again, you were able to keep Kuminga, and then you still have Gary Payton. You got to re-sign him. Like these are players that are really, you know, they can bring something to the team. And I like the fact that Golden State, despite the fact they lost a very good offensive rebounder, but at the end of the day, they got a stretch center who could
Yes.
stretch the five. Yeah, and then again, like the thing is with Golden State, they have two centers who can stretch the five,
Yeah.
which is good. And then again, so like if you were asking me about their lineup, who's gonna replace Steph? The Anthony Melton. Who's gonna replace Bradley Pojemski? Buddy Hield.
Yes.
Who's gonna replace Jimmy Butler? You got Jonathan Kuminga. Who's gonna replace Draymond Green? You can add Gary Payton because you see how he plays. He plays like
Yeah.
a full or power forward.
Mm.
Who's gonna replace Al Horford? You can choose Quinton Post.
If
And
you
you
want.
have Gui Santos. You have Gui
Yeah.
Santos as well because basketball as well. And you also have Spencer, who's also an athletic white guy.
Yeah. But he's athletic.
Like and the thing is, like these players, watching them in preseason, they got depth. They're really good, and I'm truly enjoying seeing that Golden State knows what they're doing. But I feel like, oh, sorry, fuck, my bad. Power forward or small forward, fuck, what, fuck. No disrespect, but I like this player, especially this season. I know he's hungry. Moses Moody.
Yeah, Moses Moody. I was gonna say I'm
Yeah,
surprised because I was gonna say he was gonna be a replacement for Butler. and then your Kaminga is
Yep.
your replacement for the power forward. But
And
yeah, yeah,
Kaminga, yeah,
you can see Moody. He's improved. He's
yeah,
improved. Like the style that Golden State for me, he improved
yeah,
there. Because we all know,
yeah,
bro, we all know Golden State's a shooting team. Like they're all just about shooting. But the
yep.
reason I'm convinced this year is because the names you just mentioned, Jimmy Butler, and I said this in the previous, Jimmy Butler, Al Horford, Gary Payton. These are people, and Anthony Melton. These are the players that can deviate and they can attack the rim and do some
Yes.
post up, right? Because look what happened. You watched last season when Steph went down. What did they have? They had nobody. No one that can
Nope.
attack. No one that could post. No one could do shit. Everyone was literally behind the 3 point line.
Except for Jonathan Kaminga, he actually showed, although it's just his basketball IQ,
Yeah,
but he's a type that likes to attack, that
yeah.
likes to do fundamental shit, and those I really like the fact that he's still part of the team. It's just I just don't like the fact that he had to go through all this drama just to get paid. But at the end of the day, it's nice knowing that you have this type of player in your team.
Yeah,
And if
absolutely.
yeah, and if you watch today's game as well, but again, he's starting to become a team player. He's not, he's trying to like. I feel like the people got into his head with the criticism of his game, knowing that people keep saying you have no basketball IQ, you are not a team player, you're all about yourself, you just want to score, and I like the fact that these past few preseason games, you know, he's more of a playmaking guy. He's gonna attack the rim. If he sees an opening, he's gonna attack. But if he doesn't, he's gonna force it out. Like he's gonna pass it back out. Like these are
See,
the guy that I like to see coming
and
out.
yeah, I just think that it's a bit. It's kind of. I get the sense that he has to do that. Versus, I feel like it's good that he's learning that because one could say that yes, he's for the team, but another could say like he's doing that because if he proves that he's just about scoring, who's gonna want him come free agency? No one doesn't want someone who's selfish with the ball.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not about that he has to do it, but because
He doesn't have
as
that in his bag to think I
yeah,
have to be a team player. That's not an option.
exactly. But yeah, but as a player, you're supposed to be that type of player any time of the day.
Mm.
Like again, you see a lot of superstars. They can always score 30 a night if they want, but at the end of the day, they choose to include their teammates. And again, like that's what I like about Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's what I like about Nikola Jokic. That's what I like about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He can score 30, but he can also give you 10 assists
Yeah,
in a night. And again, you have Devin Booker as well. He can score 25 points, but he can also give you like 14, 15 assists in a game. And like it's these type of players where they show you that they're a complete package. You can rely on me to score, but you can also rely on me to make my teammates better and to give them the opportunity to showcase that they're talented. Because it's like, again, like you wouldn't like being teammates with a guy who, yeah, he's good, but the fact that he would never pass you the ball, even though you're wide open, he's gonna take it all the way. It frustrates you because it shows that fuck. Does it show that you don't fucking trust me to make a basket, or
do
do
you
you
think
think
you're
you just
that you're
haven't?
that good? Yeah,
Exactly. So like in a way that destroys team chemistry if you have that type of player in your team. So in a way, knowing that Jonathan Kaminga wants to be better is a good sign, and the fact that he made it clear that he doesn't want to get traded this season because there's been rumors going around that in, in the trade deadline he might be moved.
see, that's I won't be as shocked if it happens because
Like same here.
because
I had a buddy.
I had you just have that feeling like it can happen like it's gonna happen
Yes,
like it happened to me the start of last season when the Lakers didn't make any moves and I'm thinking they might add something later but then they
yeah,
got rid of for me I got sad when they got rid of D'Lo for Dorian Finney-Smith but D'Lo
yeah,
was playing well but then
yep,
he got traded so
yeah,
I feel the same might happen here. Like The one thing because I saw somewhere like someone said that with Tyler Hero, every year he's getting rumored to be traded. Every year, like they're trying to get rid of him
Yeah,
back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
But what they were doing was they were showcasing him, like give him the ball, let him be the option, and he's
Yeah,
blooming. But what they were doing was they're showcasing like, hey, he's a good piece. Who wants him?
exactly. His value's
The
high. Come
value
on.
is high. Yeah. Who wants him? I just need some picks. That's what I feel
Yeah,
like is the flip side to Kuminga. Like, yeah, he's being a team player, but there's something there. Like maybe they're trying to offload him to kill that tension. Because I don't think
yeah,
they really. I'm not convinced that they really squash that shit. I'm convinced that all right, let's just give this year a chance, but you're definitely not here next year for sure. Like
yeah,
we'll tell the I don't care if we tell the media you're gone. Like, but this year we need to do something because we have these five players waiting to be signed, and you're out here with
yeah.
your drama bullshit right now. We're trying to win right now.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, it was because of him, he's fucking drama, is the reason why the Lakers were able to sign Al Horford and DeAnthony Melton back late before the preseason started because of the cap space of the money that they can guarantee to these type of players. And imagine that if he had kept the drama going further along,
You would have
I don't
lost.
think
Yeah,
you would have lost these pieces because like other teams would have signed these players. But then again, it's still up to the players on where they want to sign. But at the end of the day, like still, if someone offers you better money, wouldn't you take it?
yeah. But it also
Yeah,
depends. I feel like it depends on the player. It depends on where they are in life. It depends on how they feel. It depends on what
yeah,
they're like. Are they after money? Or are they after trying to win a championship? Like, there's a lot of
yeah,
factors there. But I
yeah,
think, yeah, obviously Al Horford and all those people, they knew that. Like, let's use Al Horford for example. He knew that Boston's time was kind of up because
yeah,
Jason Tatum's out next season. I don't want to waste my last years
yeah.
in a gap year
On
where nothing's gonna happen.
not only that, they lost three players, three starters. They lost again. So they lost him. They lost Tatum. They lost
Drew
Drew Holiday.
Holiday,
And then
Kristaps
they lost.
Porzingis, yeah.
Those are key players to the team. And again, you're right about that. Like I'd rather like I know Boston's time's up. I'd rather not waste my years staying here. I'd rather go to a team where there's potential to win a championship. And Boston isn't that type of team to win a championship now, but maybe somewhere down the road, they'd be able to.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the Boston Celtics later, but yeah,
Yeah.
just yeah. So, but like we're already calling it now. I'm calling it now. I don't care what trade you make during the season. Milwaukee's not improving from this. They're not getting out of this. But you're lucky because Indiana's down. They don't have. They lost almost everybody, half their team. They lost Halliburton for the year. They lost Miles Turner. You lost Thomas Bryant. You've lost most of these key pieces that helped you, like this veteranship. You're pretty much just a young team with Siakam at this point.
Yep.
I don't think you're gonna do much. I'm looking at the rest of the team. Like Orlando Magic is expected to be in the playoff picture somewhere because Boston's down.
Yeah.
Boston doesn't have anything right now. Tatum's out. You just said they lost their five players. We
Hmm.
got all these young people that we have to fill those spots. And Jalen Brown doesn't know what to do. Like you see the preseason games. Like what the hell are we looking at? Like what kind of Boston bullshit is this? It's literally
Exactly.
they're like half rebuilding right now versus we really need Tatum back. That's what they
And
look
but then
like.
again, but at the end of the day, man, knowing whatever fucking contract Jalen Brown got, he better show him fucking why he,
He's
he
worth
got that
it.
contract.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like that's what pisses me off about these contracts, bro. 5 years. When I hear I get these people deserve this money, but riddle me this: when I see a player young, I got a 5 year, 300 million deal. You're telling me that you're trying to convince me in 5 years we're gonna win a championship. Like
Nope. 5 years we're gonna win one, and then the rest
we're
is
gonna be
fuck off.
we're gonna be out the next season. We're like one injury. We're gonna be the next season we come back stronger. But the other foot got injured, and then the other
Yeah.
foot, the fourth, like the second last year of your contract. No, I don't want to play. We have too much tension here. I want to be traded. Like that's what you're telling me. Like look at the past history of 5 year deals. Damian Lillard won. Bradley Beal won. For sure, Devin Booker coming up is gonna be one. Like all these 5 year deals that Ben Simmons was, I'm sure he was one for sure. Joel Embiid is one for sure. Paul George was one for sure with the Clippers. Where are these? Where are these 5 year deals with at least one championship apart from the Celtics?
No one, nothing, nada. Not one player brought what they were supposed to bring onto that team that they were in.
Yeah. And then take
And
into the fact, sorry, take into the fact, those people that said that I'm definitely worth this money, you didn't even try to sacrifice even just the slightest bit so you can get even more help to help your team.
and yeah, again, yeah, you're right about that. There are just some players, like fuck. I feel like they just have this mentality where fuck the type of money that they're offering now. I feel like I won't be able to see these type of numbers later on.
And that's
But then
where, yeah, go. So I have something to say about that. Yeah, go.
if you have like again, if you don't take that much and you have enough to bring in someone who could help you win a championship, that alone can lift your value up, wouldn't it? It
Mm.
would. It definitely help you become a high contract player.
See, help the math make sense to me, bro. Because
Yeah,
let's look at this for example. Look at James Harden. His
yeah,
whole career his whole mentality is I need this money because I don't think I'll ever see it again.
exactly.
And then
It's just trying to.
yeah, look at the rest of your career. The rest of your career, because you took that so big of money, you didn't get the help or nor added to what was missing to even get you close to what you had in the finals. That 1 year.
Yeah,
After that, you were not the same, and because of that mentality of I'm definitely worth this much, but also I need to take this. Sorry, guys, because I don't think I'll see this money again. Yet every fucking time his contract is up, all of a sudden last few games, it's like, oh no, I'm still that James Harden. And because you don't sacrifice, you don't have the help that you need, like a Dwayne Wade with the Heat, like a Udonis Haslam with the Heat, like a Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen back in the day. They all sacrificed. Shaq is for sure also sacrificed. There's first that shows winning mentality.
no, because there are some players before they take a pay cut, they already have to make sure that they can make money elsewhere with the NIL deals, with endorsement deals, with let's say backdoor deals or like under the table deals, like with the Kawhi issue.
Yeah, see,
Way with the fuck, he's playing as if nothing fucking happened.
but the thing is, like with James Harden, you already have a shoe endorsement deal. What do you need more money officially on paper for?
Exactly, and again, your years are finally about to end, which is kind of sad. But like fuck, at least sacrifice a bit of money to win something at least, because you can't just fucking retire that you know you won one fucking MVP, you won multiple scoring titles, but at the end of the day you
Where's
didn't win. You actually
where's the finals runs? Where's the championships? Like where's
exactly
that's the thing about
there's
team.
there's
Yeah.
there's no achievement on taking the defending champs to 7 games. The Rockets, Warriors.
Dude,
There's no fucking rewards or like awards or medals for that. You
see,
don't get shit for that.
I'm glad that you brought that up. There was a part of me that was saying when they first Denver, I thought they were gonna get out of that first round.
Who like in my head, who would have thought Denver would actually beat them knowing with the line that they had, thinking that they got weaker. But the fact that they fucking at the end of the day, they did take it to 7 games, but still they had the chance to go to like advance 2 games early. But yet they allowed Denver to get into
That
the nerves.
that game four when they blew a 10 point lead and then
Yep,
they turned it and tied the series. That's where it turned. That's from that point.
that
That's where it turned. They could have been up. They should have been up. They should have been up
they
and they should
should
have won.
have been fucking
Because
stupid.
what? Like, hear me out. You win that series, you would have
Yep,
won the championship. And
Definitely.
all you needed was James Harden to step up. That's it. That's all you needed. Because Norman Powell was doing his thing, Zubac was doing his thing, the new players that they got from the trade were doing their thing. Kawhi was healthy, you
Kawhi
know.
was healthy.
Kawhi was healthy. Now get this,
Yep.
like this is what I'm saying. Because the reason they lost that game 7, you looked at the stat, you look at the summary. James Harden was nowhere,
Nowhere. He was nowhere.
nowhere.
I think he had like what 8 or 10 points,
Yeah,
something.
it was like
He
12 points, like some bullshit like that. But this is
fuck.
the thing. This is the thing that I'm saying. What like you had the help, you had everything, but your ego, like and the nerves got to you when crunch time was matters the most. That had you just been the James Harden that was worth that 100-minute time, you still would, but you just were like a Ben Simmons chokehold. You
Yep.
guys would have beaten Denver. You would have beaten OKC because OKC would have no answer for any of you guys, like Kawhi Leonard or yourself.
Yep.
I'm just like, tell me I'm wrong. If they
No, you're
got,
not.
there was no one like,
And like
look, yeah, go.
even the same thing with Philadelphia when they got eliminated with James Harden. Bro, he played absolute horseshit.
Yeah, but again, that's a different time. Like for me, on Miami Heat at the time when they go went against Philly, you were not convincing me Philly was better than the Miami Heat. Miami Heat had the roster.
They had the roster.
Harden, all they had was Harden and Embiid and a bunch of old guys, like older
Yep.
players, like Danny Green and all that shit. Like you were not convincing me they were going to beat that team. Unless Embiid was Embiid, you were not beating
Yeah.
my Miami
No,
Heat.
no, but the thing is, it's the fact that in an elimination game, you're supposed to show up.
You're supposed to show up, yes. And
Exactly.
throughout his career in the years, he doesn't show up when his life is on the line.
He chokes.
Mm. And that's the thing, like it just that's the type of shit that bugs me. That comes from the young and like the young players. Like they think they're all that, but they don't like what you said that quote about the finish line. They're just about they don't pay attention to the journey. They're all focused on the finish line. Look at James Harden now. Fast forward, look at him now. He has to show up because that literally Clippers is on its last mileage,
It
especially
is.
with the roster that they have. After that, that's it. Everyone's done. No one's getting a deal. No one wants your value. No one, because you guys are gonna be too old, too much to afford.
So,
And
yep.
you have nothing to bring for us. No one's gonna want these pieces at the end of the season, bro. Trust me. CP3 is gonna be out. No one's gonna want a chirping Harden if he chirks again.
Yep.
And obviously Kawhi gonna stay put. But everyone else, we don't need these pieces. Like all the other teams are saying, we don't need these pieces.
Yeah.
You know?
But at the end of the day, fuck. Harden has no more excuses to not win anything this season, knowing that they're stacked,
Yeah.
especially Bradley Bill.
That's another player that there's no excuse to not choke. Like you guys. A part of me is there's few teams in the West that I root for. I'm like you can call me a wagon jumper if you want. I'm a Lakers person, obviously, but I'm looking at the West. There's a lot of teams there that can literally win it outside of OKC.
Yeah.
Like I'm rooting
No,
for
no,
the
there's
Clippers.
that's really true, Cleo. Like, I truly agree with you on that. It's fuck. If you want me to name a lot of teams, I can name tons. Like right now, I can say again, of course, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Hmm.
Let's include Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets, the Clippers, Denver, and then you have fuck. There was one more team. It
Lakers.
was no, not the Lakers.
I'm just being too optimistic. I know, dude. but like, but the thing is, like, what I'm saying is, like, to be honest, I'm not convinced with the Lakers. They just
Nope,
don't. I don't think they have enough depth. Still
they
don't have
don't.
enough depth. But that's why I'm talking about the Clippers because I'm actually rooting for them because they have all these nice pieces that fit together. I don't care about the
Yep.
age. It's what they each bring in their
Yeah.
position. They just have to mesh together and they just have to be
Mm-hmm.
healthy. That's it.
Fuck. I remember the team. The last thing I wanted to say, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, the Timberwolves. The problem with the Timberwolves, they haven't really improved. They haven't changed anything.
Yep.
That's the problem.
It's
And
just a
then
it's just a matter of the players showing up. in games that matters the most.
And that's where I come back to the Cleveland Cavaliers, my dog. They're hoping next season we're gonna do the exact same play, except we're hoping the shots that we missed go in this time.
We made here.
That's what I'm like saying. Like that's what I'm trying to say. You have to add offense to your bag, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. If you keep trying to think we're gonna try we're gonna try better next year, you're just what you're telling me is you're just gonna try to make the shot that you missed this season next
Miss.
season instead of oh shit he's never done that before. Where'd that come from? I didn't work all season to stop that. That's what you need to like the type of thing you need to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying with like these type of like hear me out with these teams. That's what I'm like that shit like that. Like they haven't changed anything and they're hoping players show up. Yeah, ready? Here, I have a list of all 30 teams. Okay, and stop me if you disagree on these ones. On
Okay,
the
go.
West that haven't changed and hoping for change, but really hasn't changed. Blazers,
Oh
Jazz,
my G. Yeah.
ready? Kings, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Spurs.
I think I'd have to stop you with what do you call this, with the Blazers. They kind of added some decent players, but with the rest that you said, they all remain the fucking same.
But the reason why I put the Blazers in there, because I'm basing again, we're basing it on the season coming up. I'm not expecting in the
Yeah.
future. I'm talking about right now, in the
Right
present.
now, yeah.
I'm trying to focus on the present. And the ones that I'm unsure of, and this is where here, I'm unsure of. I'm not convinced. Timberwolves
Mhm.
is my one.
Yep.
The Lakers is my one. The Suns, the
100%.
Mavericks,
Yep.
and then I come back to the Clippers. Only because one, if they're injured and they're all old, that's it. If one player falls, that's it. If Kawhi goes down, they all fail. If James Harden goes down, they all fail. If Chris Paul goes down, they all fail. And that's where I'm unsure. And then the realistic ones to the teams to really look out for that are healthy, dangerous, is your Oklahoma City obviously is one. Your your Houston Rockets, your Golden State Warriors, and Denver Nuggets. Those are the only four teams that realistically forget being biased. Those are your four teams realistically that I feel like can win a championship this year.
Mhm.
Do you agree or disagree?
I totally agree with what you just said.
Except for the Pelican one.
And Pelican ones, but thing is, with the Pelicans, I mean, look, looking how they've been playing, like I know it's just preseason against the Rockets, but looking at Zion Williamson, Sadiq Bey, Jordan Poole, Alvarado, Trey Murphy. I like that guy. Swear to God, he's surprising me. And like in a way, it shows me that
Just
they
trying.
should have they should have done this development years ago. They're like,
That's what I'm saying. You need
fucking hell.
instead of saying, "Oh, I wish we did this years ago," you should be doing it right now. That's what I'm
Uh,
trying to say.
so seeing their potential, it kind of like makes me think that fuck, these guys are just missing a few pieces, and they're it. They got a chance now.
Yeah, but like I like the Pelicans. I just hated that last year. I actually liked them last year, but there was so many injuries. Bro, tell me how they replaced their 15 roster with a bunch of G League players because that's how injured they were.
Fuck, that was so fucking bad. I swear to God, I didn't even know who the fuck the other players were.
Yeah, dude, I can't even name one. I can't even
Yeah,
name. I can't
wait,
even name anybody, bro.
I only two players. You had Trey Murphy, you had Herb Jones,
Yes.
and then you had Aaron Hawkins, and then who the fuck? Like the rest, like fuck, I don't even know. I only knew the rookie, but that was it. So like
Yeah,
the rest, I was like, fuck are these guys? I mean, of course, Jose as well, but again, like you said, they were all
they're
the
all
fucking,
injured.
they were all injured.
Like, you had Dejounte Murray as your one,
Yeah.
with CJ McCollum your number two, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram. You had that was like pretty entertaining if you ask me. That looked like a pretty good entertaining team.
Yep.
Like they could have been a player playing team, but we didn't get to see all of them together, nor did we see most of them in the season, and that's what pisses
Nope.
me off about the Pelicans.
Yep.
But
They wasted.
this year, this is why I'm saying they're not the same. Can I trust Zion this year? And everyone says it every year. Can we trust him this year?
Yep.
Because Pelicans is based around you.
Mhm.
It used to be Ingram as well, but now that Ingram's gone, we are now focusing on you. Can you
You.
keep? Can you be the glue this season? Otherwise, we're gonna be back to where we were from the start before we drafted you. We're gonna be nowhere.
Nowhere. And the thing is, you guys should have been somewhere at this point.
But by
Like, let's
now,
say, like, you guys should have at least reached the second round, or at least a conference finals,
yeah, something with Zion, with his caliber.
or fuck, even just win against a high seeded team in the first round and get smoked in the second. Like, something like just an achievement. But the fact that you guys haven't been to the playoffs, fucking embarrassing.
Shit, no wonder why Davis wanted out, bro. Like, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you, dog. Like, I just
Like, not like I can see why Davis wanted out, because I think the vision that he had in success wasn't aligned to what the Pelicans wanted.
like his expectation is the same with Jimmy with Miami. Their expectation is okay. These guys know I need help, so find me that help. And then there's the expectation, and then here's the reality of what the help that they
Yeah.
brought. So like, that's what I'm saying, bro. With these players, they're not coming in trying to be the next Anthony Edwards or the next Tatum, the next Jalen Brown. They're not thinking those type of players that want to keep getting better every year. They just
Yep.
all want to be like, they all want to be a bunch of Dylan Brooks, Pat Beverly type players that they work hard, but they haven't actually improved anything offensively or anything outside of that to be a contributor to the team or even help the team. You're just corner guys in the starting lineup. You're just a bunch of corner guys in the starting lineup. Is what you look like,
Uh,
right?
yeah, like, yeah.
And then sorry, before I go, I'll quickly move to the East, and then we'll talk about stuff. So I named the West of who to just basically don't be surprised, but expect to be further down the playoffs. Now look at the East side:
Okay,
Cle-
go.
Cleveland,
Yep.
Knicks. Sorry, Knicks should have been number one, but at the time I was like, I feel like Cleveland might get their shit together. But you convinced me they're not. Knicks is number one. Cleveland's number two.
Yep.
The Orlando Magic and the Atlanta Hawks. Okay. And the teams that I'm not sure of is your Milwaukee Bucks, your Miami Heat, your 76ers, and your Pistons. The ones that haven't changed is your Charlotte Hornets,
Yep.
Brooklyn Nets, Washington Wizards,
Oh my.
Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
And the ones that really went backwards this season, and I feel like it's gonna hurt them for a few seasons ahead, is your Boston Celtics and your Indiana Pacers. And your Bucks. Those are the three
Yeah,
teams.
the three teams. Could have said that well, but there's only one thing that I have to disagree with you on.
Yeah, hit me.
I feel like the 76ers are going to make the playoffs now, knowing that they had the entire year to get healthy. And the second team that you mentioned, like, what was the second team? Fuck. What was it you said before Philadelphia?
The one before Philadelphia. I said the. Hang on, I went back to the Miami Heat, Pistons,
What's after?
Raptors,
Pistons.
and Pistons.
Pistons. Pistons. I mean, losing Mike Beasley, who was a key factor to the team. I still feel like they can at least make it to the 7 or 6 seed. That's just my that team.
Okay, yeah. The reason why I put six is because I just assume an injury is gonna happen. That's how fragile they are.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I want to root for them, especially when they brought back the throwback Allen Iverson jersey this year. I want to root for them to be successful in those. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But it's just that
Mhm.
you're very fragile. Like if Joel Bro, one or two, just literally Joel or Paul George. One of them goes down or both go down. That's the end of the. That's it. That's why I put them there.
It's done.
That's why I put it there. But I really hope I'm wrong. Like I really do because I really like that team. Like it's just a fucking shame that these injuries like they happen in life. Like they have a lot of good pieces there, but just need to be healthy. That's the problem, and that's why I don't have them there. And it's just that it really cringes me out that I have Atlanta and Orlando here instead of Boston, Milwaukee,
Yep.
and Sixers because all the alphas, all the good teams are injured or they
There
lost pieces along the way.
is
Because
that
Atlanta,
kind.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's the thing with NBA. Like fuck everything. Just every move, every off season, every trade deadline, they just fucking surprise you.
yeah, it can either help a franchise or turn it around real quick. Like you can take a
Real
step
quick.
up or you can blow up the whole franchise real quick with one wrong move.
Exactly with the Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. That shocked the entire world.
Hmm.
That's one thing where you can't really say if they destroyed the team or if they downgraded or they upgraded. Because like at the end of the day, it's like the other. It was a jack of both trades. Like it was good for both sides. But at the end of the day, you lost your long term player for a short term one.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where Dallas lost. But at the end of the day, LeBron needed his short-term play, which is Anthony Davis, because at the end of the day, LeBron's only short-term. But the Lakers got Luka Doncic, who can be their next franchise player. But looking at their lineup, they lost a big guy that they needed, which
Uh,
was Davis. And like, you know, it's fairly balanced. But at the end of the day, it's just shocking to see that these two teams could have, like, if they just stayed on their perspective on their own teams,
they could have
they'd still
slowly, yeah.
up. They still be in the playoffs. But looking at that they traded both sides, well, it's just
See,
it's just really hard.
I was, yeah, we were shocked. You remember that day when you told me after we were playing, like, I thought there was a meme when you showed it to me. Like, there was no fucking way that happened.
Yeah,
When that happened, I was like, holy shit! Like, we just we fucked up this season. Like,
we did.
we went south. Like, it annoyed me because I don't know what was the story, but we literally Anthony just all they said was they just needed a big, and next minute he got it. Just it wasn't with the Lakers. Like you got your wish, just not here, bro. Like, but like the thing with yeah, you're right. You're totally right. The Dallas because they're trying to win now,
Yeah,
and LA's sent the message we're building for the future now. So
yeah.
sorry, we'll
But the thing,
try. Yeah, but we'll try.
but the thing is, you have LeBron James. You don't have a future with LeBron James because he's only. It's a now or never for him now. At
Every
this
year is
point.
going to be a now or never. That's the
Yeah,
thing. And for me, I've said this in the past, and I'm saying it like I'm hoping this year, even the years before, I'm hoping this year is it. But I look at your roster, you're not convincing me. Like
yeah.
at the start, Aiton was like, yes, we have a center, but your reserves for him are so shit. They make no change. You can shift the roster around however you want. It's not enough for me.
He'll never be.
It's not going to be enough for me. Like I just see LeBron getting just gonna be having another phenomenal season, doing him. But then come playoff
Yep.
time, even if they make the playoffs, like yeah, we made the playoffs, and people are gonna be like, yeah, we got this year. We got this. We
Yep.
just have to believe, blah blah blah. And then what? They're gonna get knocked out in the first round. I don't care. They're getting knocked out, and
And
that's coming from a Laker fan. That's coming from a LeBron fan. I'm saying that now. Like, us, I'm realistic. Like, you have to be realistic with this shit because you're just gonna be even more disappointed if you really truly believe this type of squad is gonna take you to the promised land.
yeah,
You know?
and it's just kind of like again with how these type of trades work, it turn out well, some turn out bad, and then especially how again you and I, like we like the same team, and like being a fan of that team, and then looking at these type of trades, like fuck, we gotta waste another fucking year. We gotta
Yes.
waste 2 years. We gotta fucking wait until someone comes in willing to wanna take a pay cut to play with this team, knowing that we have to pay this guy this much.
See, like, look at we, every time they make a trade, and this is what pisses me. Every time they make a trade, we're thinking, all right, we've got this piece, so let's see how we go this year, and then come next year,
Yeah,
we just add on. But what ends up
yeah,
happening every freaking year is they lose a piece that we like, and they put another piece that we don't even fucking need.
exactly. Fuck. So like you get those emotions where fuck. I know it's not supposed to bother people, but like fuck, us players like us, no, us fans, it fucking makes us feel like it
Yeah,
furies us. Like
like
it makes you want to punch a brick wall.
like when we signed DeAndre Ayton, like let's just start the free agent. We signed DeAndre Ayton and we started Marcus Smart. I said, when I heard the news, I said, yes, this is a great backup. Like Marcus Smart's a great backup for Gabe and Luca as in the point guard position. Like that's great. DeAndre Ayton, yes, we finally have a center. Now we just need to add to that. The moment you motherfuckers announced we signed Jake Laveria,
Uh,
whatever the fuck his name is, the moment you told me you signed him, I'm like, no, we ain't got it this year. We have to try again next free agency. Like, I don't give it. Oh my god, like shit.
and
We
knowing that
did.
we have a front team, like fuck, let's pray he doesn't retire next season.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, what are we doing? Did you see the preseason? How many layups he
Yeah,
missed?
fuck, no, the guy got posterized by Kaminga. Fuck, truly fucking deserved, but at the end of the day, Jesus Christ, it was against our team. fuck, yeah, fuck the player, but shit, it was scored against our team.
Oh shit. Oh my god. See, and I'm like, that's where I'm like, yeah, you guys are not serious, man. You can't be serious right now. And do not tell me that's all that was in the market. Do not tell me that. Like, we come back to the list. Motherfucker, we had Victor Oladipo, Lonnie Walker. We have a
You have
bunch of
cat
other people there, man. Damn.
price. That again, that list of players that aren't in the NBA anymore that are still playing, just my God,
Hear me out.
these players, these guys deserve a second chance.
Everyone, whoever's listening, if you ever listen to this, appreciate you. If you look up the current free agents right now, that you can make a roster out of that. They'll beat the Lakers. You can make a roster out of the free agents there. Put it up against the Lakers. Watch them get smacked.
Did you see? I mean, did you watch the game today? They got smoked by the Phoenix Suns J League team.
Yeah. Yeah. And dude, I was what
Dylan
the
Brooks didn't fucking play. Jalen Green didn't fucking play. Devin Booker didn't fucking play, for Christ's sake. Oh my
yeah.
God, they had a bunch of nobodies who was fucking playing against Lakers, who had fucking Aiton, who had Jake Lavin, who had Marcus Smart, who had fucking Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves.
And you
And you're
still
telling me
don't.
he still fucking lost?
That's like the when who did the Suns? They lost to the Australian team. They lost to Australia. Remember when Chris Paul and the NBL team.
That was embarrassing because they're starting five against that team.
Yeah, and but you see what like how I see like that you're not convincing me you're winning. You're gonna win this year.
Yeah,
You're not convincing me with that bullshit. Like Marcus Smart to me when they signed him at first I was thinking we have a good center back, a good starting point guard because I thought you're
yeah.
gonna shift Luca, but you're gonna keep him all. That told me,
And
oh shit, they did a Patrick Beverly signing again.
yeah, not only that, did you see the fucking lineup today? They put Marcus Smart in the small forward position.
To be honest, I turned off the TV when I saw the starting lineup, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at, man? Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, it's sad to be, it's always sad to be rooting for a team that you truly like, but they're going down to a shithole.
That's why I'm kind
But
of. That's why I'm saying the Clippers, man. I'm moving to the other LA team. That's why I'm going for the Clippers.
yeah,
CP3.
it's not about bandwagoning. It's the fact that we just know which teams are better than our teams that we can just root for on the side.
Yeah, like everyone knows I'm a die-hard Miami Heat person,
Yeah,
but I'm realistically we do not have the roster. We do not have even something to build upon.
yeah,
And then
exactly.
I'm going for Lakers because little LeBron's on his last legs. Why not? Why not see him try to get ring number 5 or even 6?
Yeah,
Like why not? Like I'm going for that. I'm gonna go where I feel like it's gonna be good, like success, like greatness. But now that that's out of the picture, I'm trying to look for the next best thing because I like stories, like I like history, like being told in front of us.
yeah,
Like if the Clippers win, it'll be a nice story. Kawhi finally brought a championship to his home in LA. CP3 coming back. Everyone,
yeah,
all the veterans in that team get a ring. Like that's a nice story, isn't it? And then you
yeah.
can say the same for other teams. Denver, with the pieces that they've added, they're back to the mountaintop because they realize we never should have gotten rid of Bruce Brown,
Bruce Brown.
Jeff Green, and all that. And now that we've made up for it, they've won something. Like that's like I like that type of like story. And instead of these like these teams, no offense to OKC and stuff like that, we don't want to see like boring ass teams in the finals. We want to see like head for head,
It's not.
but the superstars are not getting the help that they need.
Yeah,
So we ended up with these young people in the finals or deeper in the playoffs that we don't even know who they are or what they can do because they all play the same. Like you would not watch, let's say, Phoenix Suns with this current roster. You would not watch Phoenix Suns in the finals versus Orlando Magic.
fuck me. I just want to just wait till next season.
Bro, I will switch to WNBA. I will like get the WNBA app, get the description, subscription. Or at least I'll start there. At least everyone's even there and they do something different. Angel Wilson
Yeah,
is post game will beat any of these young people coming up. I'm not gonna say about the veterans. I know
yeah.
that, but these people that these new people coming up. You're not kidding me, man.
Copy. She's fucking good.
Yeah, she's Miss Adebayo, man.
Yes,
I've
sir.
I've seen that move before, man. I'll see. But yeah, just one more thing I wanted to talk to you about before we go. Shit, I had so much here. Just let me pick.
Yeah,
Oh, with Tatum, because we were saying that he's rushed. Just put myself on mute. Can you hear me?
yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So the last thing, and we talked about, we kind of brushed this a bit last episode. You know, with his injuries. Now Tatum, you said that he's trying to rush coming back in 4 months.
Yep.
Why do you think that's not a good idea? Because I'm getting the sense that people are thinking like, if he comes back, we have a chance this season.
Yeah, but there's also some fans say, "Look, Tatum, we love you and all, but just sit it out." At the end of the day, man, look, it- it's like it's like if you buy those super glues and you put it onto a broken item, you see you have to wait for like a minute or two before it fully dries up. It's the
Yes.
same with Tatum. Like if you turn Achilles, it takes a year before you can play again. You can't be playing after half a year. It's like saying you broke a glass and then you put super glue on it and it takes 2 minutes, but after 1 minute you wanted to use it and poured water inside of it. What's gonna happen? It's just gonna deteriorate. The glue's just gonna come off again.
Yeah.
And like these type of injuries, the injuries that Tatum has isn't a joke. It it takes a full recovery to actually go back or yet just remain the same player as you were, or yet become worse, or become like you won't be able to move as fast as you were, as explosive as you were. Like an Achilles tear is really bad, and we've seen a lot of players, and there's only one player that I've seen so far that actually you know came came back but became better, and that is Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Because again, But then again, fuck, who can stop Kevin Durant? He's a fucking 7 foot dead.
Yeah, but he didn't.
And
He didn't hurt himself. He just got better with other things.
yeah,
But yeah, you're right.
it's not like again with the KD issue. You saw him when he injured himself with in the finals with Golden State, tearing his Achilles. You can see the following season, he chose not to play
Yes.
for the Brooklyn Nets. He fully sat out the entire season, and then the next season, that's when he started playing. So you can't tell me that after like injuring yourself 4 months ago, you want to play in like what in by like February or March. It's fucking impossible. It's a no brainer. Even as experts or anywhere around the world, you you would never recommend someone to come from an injury like that to be playing regularly again at that time frame. It's gonna take a full year or even more, and that's what Kevin Durant did,
Yeah.
and that's what all even Kobe. You saw like when Kobe tore his Achilles, it took him more than a season, one season
To
to
come back.
play
Yeah.
back, and and that type of injury is just again it's heartbreaking that these type of players experience these because like again you have Damian Lillard, you have Tyrese Halliburton, then you have Jason Tatum. We don't know if these three players are going to come back the same way that they were, or they're going to come back better, or they're going to come back worse. And like with the Damian Lillard situation that he has, well, age is a huge factor with him because he's 36,
Yes.
and by the time he plays, God knows he's going to be either 38 or he's still going to be 37, turning to 38. But as you said earlier today, as you get older, your body becomes more fragile. And that Damian situation is like the way I see why he wanted to go back to Portland is I want to finish my career to where I was drafted from.
Yes.
This is home, and I want to end it here. So I truly respect how he didn't try to chase a ring. He
Oh
went out
man.
the old by sticking and staying loyal to the team that drafted him. And then with Tyrese Halliburton, he's a young guy, still has plenty of time to recover. But you don't see him being in the gym, doing runs or trying to lift weights.
He's taking his
Whereas with
time.
fucking
Yeah.
he's taking his time. Whereas with fucking Tatum, bro, he was already walking like after like 3 months, he was already walking without a boot and was weightlifting, fucking doing some basketball drills. And at the end of the day, you're not supposed to move that much because you have to let your fucking Achilles heal. And yeah, like if you ask me, man, it's a no for me, man. Like, yeah, Boston would definitely get better if they get the same Tatum back. Yes,
Yes.
they'll become a contending team. But those type of Achilles tears, like fuck, it's a really it's a 50-50 thing. You can come back the same player as you was, or you can become worse. So again, if you wanna stay the same player as you were before you got injured, or you want to become better, just sit this one out. Sit the entire season out and just play the next regular season when the next regular season starts, or get the rhythm in preseason next season. But just sit this one out. That's my take on it.
Yeah. The reason why I brought that up is because I'm so fed up when I see people post or I see the media like NBA today. They're saying like, oh, Jason Tatum and Kyrie Irving are back on the court. They look great. They're very optimistic that they're gonna come back early this season. And I said, don't fucking do that.
Fuck,
Just
exactly.
just to piggyback on your point, because if you come back, and we said this in previous episodes, do not come back from
Yeah,
an injury. You look good, girl. You look good, man. You've been working out.
nah. Fuck. I haven't been working out, but I still have that fucking tone
That, that,
figure.
that little nice turn, huh?
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you. I'll see you getting the weights. But yeah, the yeah you if you we said in the past, do not rush to come back because if you come back not fully healed, you might end up
Yep.
worse. Like,
Yep.
yes, it's an Achilles. You might come back and you tear an ACL to go with the Achilles.
Yep.
Like something like that could happen. And at the same time, you also have to think the roster that you even have, Tatum. Do you really think it's worth coming back trying to fight for a playoff spot?
Another good. That's a good argument right there. Exactly. You don't have the right fucking pieces to contend, like to fight for a championship, even if you bring Tatum in.
Because look at Halliburton and I'm gonna pick it back to you. Look at Halliburton and Dame now. They do not even. I know how. I think Halliburton for me, I just call it how I see it. Halliburton can see we don't have a roster. Why am I gonna bother trying to rush back? I'm gonna rest
Yep,
it completely, enjoy my summer, get fully healed so that come next season, hopefully we can find some way to come back to where we used to be.
exactly.
Portland,
And
yeah, that's
yeah,
not
and
good.
yeah, at the end of the day, like he probably has that vision where, yes, I can enjoy recovering, and at the same time, this is for a long term thing for me. Like I get to
Yes,
play more in the NBA. Whereas, again, if you jeopardize it, you know, God knows what type of injury you can get there. Because at the end of the day, there's still some injuries where it can be it can lead you to retirement at this point, and there are some
yeah.
injuries that are kind of scary to get, and then once you get them, there's no turning back.
He just the name of a player that clicked when as soon as you said that. Joel
Yeah, Chris
Embiid.
Paul. Oh, Joel Embiid. Fuck, you're right about that. Joel Embiid. I swear to God, I don't know how
Ding
he's,
ding
but
ding. He's
you
up.
can tell. Yep, you can tell by the way he moves in the scrimmages that the Sixers has been posting. He you can see how he's being too careful moving. He's not the same player as he was, and apparently, like the news that I got from about his knee is really bad, and like people don't even know how he can still play with the knees that he has.
It's basically made of glass at this point.
Yep.
And that's why and that's what I'm saying. Like Gil's Arena pointed this out before we ever anyone else did.
Yep.
When the Sixers at the start of the season, when they first signed Paul George, they said that they have
Yep.
a chance to go deep in the playoffs. That's at the
Mhm.
start. And then the moment Embiid went out, Gilbert Arenas and the whole crew on their podcast literally said, "Shut it down, because we need you."
Yes, we need. Yep.
And the fact that Paul George is also out, shut both of them down. Just rest, get fully healthy, and then we'll add pieces when you come back.
Yep.
And you saw we all saw the whole season play out. They kept trying,
Yep.
and look what ended up happening. They ended up worse than when
Worse.
they were first
Exactly.
injured because they rushed it.
They rushed it, and fuck. I hate those type of managements or organizations where they just can't fucking wait for the players to get back onto the court.
See,
I think.
yeah, yeah. So for me, in life, people should really like forget basketball. Just in general, just in life in general. You have to think long term.
Yep, exactly.
You have to think long term to prolong, obviously prolong your life. I'm all about, enjoying today, not taking tomorrow for granted. Prolong your life. Think
Yep.
long term. You know, if you think short term, it's not sustainable. There's going to be a lot of disappointment, and you're going to like something happen. There's always so much negativity with too much with rushing and pressure. It's like a flower. You
Yep.
can't just plant it and expect that bitch to grow in 5 minutes. You got to give it
In fact,
time.
you have to give it time.
Yeah,
Yep.
And that's the thing with these they come back to these injuries. The fact that the training staff and everyone else is making them exercise to rehab it instead of resting it fully, that's where they're fucking up.
Yep.
And a lot of teams there's a lot of teams out there that have really shit medical staff. Like
No,
they trying to stay
no,
relevant.
their medical staff is shit.
I think just in general, any medical staff, I don't care who it is, even LeBron James's medical staff, you can tell me anyone's medical staff, I don't think they know what they're doing. Because if they did, we wouldn't be seeing these injuries occur a lot in this league recently.
Yeah, not like back then. Everyone was just fucking healthy at one point. You barely see these type of injuries. And like again, like where how fucking weird is it to see three major stars in one playoff run get injured the exact same injury? See, and that says a lot by each medical staff of each team, and it shows that these type of organizations, as long as the players go out, okay, fine, just make sure that they're clear to play. But at the end of the day, it's like fuck taking care of their bodies, yeah.
Yeah, this is another thing. The fact that they put this penalty that if you don't play more than 65 games, you're not eligible for rewards like MVPs and stuff like that. The
Yeah,
fact that you put that out there, you set that rule out there, you're forcing players to play.
to play.
You're forcing injured players to miss out. And
Yep.
it's not even their fault. Like they want to play, like they want to win, they want to be on the court as much as they can. But if injuries set them back and you force them, they get punished for it. And I hate it because back then we didn't care in the final 20 games or whatever that the superstars were going to rest the rest of the regular season because playoffs was just around the corner. We were
Yep.
fine with load management because we want to see come playoff time them fully healthy, fully ready to go.
Huh?
But I think because of the Kawhi Leonard thing, that because he did it, the rest of the league
Fucking
were
league did.
did it, and then
Yeah,
they had to put a stop to that. But because
which
of
is good.
yeah, but it's at the same time it's like you're punishing these teams for resting, but when they really need it, your body needs to
You,
rest.
yeah.
And think about it. People, if you ask everyone around, what are you gonna say was this last season, the OKC? And you ask anyone, was this the greatest finals you've ever seen? Was this a nice finals?
Oh, if you look at it at a different perspective, you can clearly see that OKC literally took care of their bodies.
Yeah,
And they, they set out games where that they didn't want to jeopardize themselves, and the fact that that's 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 one big advantage that a team can get over the other. If you have good medical management of your bodies, but
but they also
you're bound to win all the way to the end. Like
see.
it's a really,
Mm,
it's like looking at today's teams. You play them 7 games, okay, fine. They can win the next 2 games. But the remaining games, they're mine because the fucking starters are fucking are
yeah,
fucking done.
yeah.
They're injured, you know. They,
Like the Kyrie Irving one. We'll fast forward. The Kyrie Irving one and the let's use the Mavericks as an example from last season.
yeah,
When they got AD,
yep,
they didn't realize AD was already just coming off an injury,
yep,
and his dumbass rushed back in just to show that I'm still Anthony Davis. I'm here. Like that game was like I'm here.
yeah,
The guy got injured, and that com-
exactly.
and then this is the domino effect. He got injured, but you called it when we called it when I come back to when you told me the trade with Luca and Anthony Davis. When we called it, we said, okay, Dallas has the opportunity to win now because of the current roster with Anthony Davis. So forget Luca as the point guard. Kyrie comes back, and now you have AD with his 5 requests, and they have an actual good solid team. The
Yep,
moment AD went down, shit, Kyrie has to carry all the offense, all the pressure to keep this team afloat.
yep. And then when he
He
tried to keep things afloat,
he went down,
yeah,
and now this hurts. The thing with injuries, it doesn't just hurt the player; it hurts your team.
yeah,
So now coming into the season, let's fast forward now. You're coming. Let's go get off track with the Mavericks now. You're very optimistic. Kyrie's gonna come back and take this team to the promised land this year. But you realize realistically it's a full year. That means that you guys have to keep winning games. Like let's say you don't rush him. Don't rush him. You guys have to keep winning games to be in the playoff picture towards April. That means you have to be not in the bottom seed until April for
hmm,
Kyrie to come back and for you guys to have a chance. If you rush
yeah,
him and you guys are losing in like let's say you're in the eighth or ninth seed, you're losing and you try to rush him to come back, you're gonna be a lot worse than you were.
but worse, way worse, 1,000%, 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, because again we're coming back to rushing these injuries. but you're so
Yep.
reliant on these players. That's the thing about these team buildings and these rosters. I'm sorry, like the reason for this is because we want to see classic basketball again. We want to see dominance again. We want to see
Yep.
entertainment. Right now, you're just signing a bunch of two-way players that
The thing is, we don't want to fucking watch people we want to see play be on the fucking sideline, and we have to wait for fucking months till we see them again.
yeah,
And just when we see them again, it's the game where they get injured yet again.
yeah, like we don't. But the thing is, like with these really great superstars, like stuff like Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, you know, all these like superstars. I don't want to name the obvious ones now. I don't want to like they need help, but the
Yeah,
help that they're getting doesn't fit or they don't know they're not developed yet. But you're rushing them. Like everything's just rushed, and then when they get injured, fans don't want to see who the hell the rest of this team is because our favorite player is not even there.
yeah,
So that's the thing, like, and I asked, like, what's the secret to? When I asked Uncle Lou, like, what's the secret to looking after your body? And the one thing I should realize I should have said, like, the answer to all this from the start, it's not
yeah.
the medical stuff, it's you.
It's discipline. It's
Like,
it's it. Mhm.
you have to listen to your body. That's what I hear from a lot of NBA players tell people: listen to your body.
Yep. If you don't listen to your body, if you hear something, if you feel something in your body that isn't right,
Yeah.
you don't force it. You don't ignore it.
Like,
You
I'll
pay
tell you, yeah, I'll tell you something right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though I'm 30,
Yeah,
I think of myself I'm in my prime years.
yeah,
But I'm starting to feel shit. Like, my knees starting to lock up a bit. My back's starting to like ache,
yeah,
shoulders, shit like that.
yeah,
And, I took up gymming because I want to, prolong my body, keep playing this basketball game. Like, I'm going to keep playing till I'm 100. Like, but I promise you, like, I want to look after my body. But I'm learning now, I have to listen to it. If my knee's
yeah,
locking up, don't try to keep playing, running, thinking that you're gonna shake it off. You might. I'm now realizing I might have a torn ACL for the first time. You
yeah.
know, I might bend it the other way. I might not walk again. Like you have to listen to your body. Don't listen to other players. Like, oh no, it's just nothing. Like you'll shake it off. Like no, you have to listen to yourself. Like listen to
Yeah.
your body.
Nah, that's not how it goes, man. You're the only one who can tell whether or not you're good to go.
Yeah. And that's the thing with these players rush. I get that you don't wanna waste the season like to see your team like trying to compete in the playoffs, but you also have to just take into fact like think about it. Do you even have the roster? Like that's the thing you should ask yourself. Do you even have the roster for this
Mm.
season? That should be your number one thing. Do you have the roster this season? And do you believe in it that when you come back, if you come back this season, if you risk coming back this season, you guys can win it all the way? Because if you don't, everything's down south from there. It's gonna get you guys are gonna downgrade so hard, and that's the thing. Like with these superstars and these young players and these injuries, I'm just putting all out there. Like the media needs to be aware of this stuff. The superstars need to be aware of this stuff. The new generation needs to be aware of like you can't rely on your superheroes to lead you. You need to put in the effort yourself, to
Yep.
not just prolong your career, like their career, but your career as well. Like when think about it.
Yourself
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Like name a team. Give me a random team, like a good team.
A good team?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd have to go with Chicago Bulls.
Chicago Bulls.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. Denver Nuggets.
Shit. Denver Nuggets. All right, let's go with Denver Nuggets. You want to talk about this season or last season? Let's use last season for example. Let's just use for
Yep.
last season. All they had were I can name all the bunch of players. Like you had Strouder, you had Michael Porter Jr., you had Aaron Gordon, you had Jokic, DeAndre Jordan, blah blah blah. Right? If Jokic and Jamal Murray are gone, that means everyone else has to step up. And if you don't step up, Denver's gonna realize we don't need DeAndre. We have to get rid of DeAndre Jordan. We have to get rid of Schroeder because he can't do anything else on the court. We need to get rid of Aaron Gordon because he's older, and he hasn't done much, and we don't want to pay him. Like, and then you're gonna be out of a job, and then someone younger is gonna fill that void to try and help these guys.
Yep.
Like that's the thing. Like you have to, and Strada and Urban, like I'm just using Denver as these type of players, they're gonna when they get if and when they get pounced out, they're gonna regret it. They're gonna realize like, fuck, I wish I did that. I wish I committed more to my training. I wish I did something different, more to it.
Exactly.
I wish I did something to help my team. Because that's what you have to think of every year. Like you have to think of. I look at it as you have to think of every season like it's Squid Games.
Yes, exactly. That's a good example, Kuya. Where fuck, you never know that it could be your last,
Tomorrow's not
your last day.
guaranteed. Yeah, tomorrow's
Yeah.
not guaranteed, bro. Trust me. And that's what these players need to be like. I'm trying to send a message. Like we are trying to send a message out there to these players that
Yeah.
if you put your life on the line, if your life was on the line, you'll start to see the hunger and like this like the hard work kick in. Everything's for sure right now. Right now, you're boring me with these training videos of you shooting wide open shots against smaller people, posting up against smaller people. Realistically, if I want me to be impressed, show me your training posting up against bigger guys,
Yep.
not small motherfuckers with little sticks trying to reject the ball with the fucking bat.
Yeah.
Show me you try to get rejected by a 7 footer, an actual
Really
seven
don't
footer.
get that fucking workout.
I don't get these type of trainings. Like that's not the thing that I'm looking at. You like Anthony Edwards. You do not see Anthony Edwards as another good example. You do not see Anthony Edwards trying to do that shit. He does it off social media, and he comes
Yep.
back. He brings in something we've never seen him do the previous season.
Exactly.
If
And
I
that's
don't
how it's
see it,
supposed.
and that's how it's supposed to be. But you trying to use social media or trying to use the media to show that you're working hard isn't working hard. You're
Yep.
just looking like you're working hard.
Yeah. It's just basically just fucking feeding your ego at this point.
Yeah, it's like so stupid. It's like you're trying to fix a car, and when the
Yep.
camera comes to you, you have a screwdriver trying to replace the tire. You try to make it look like you're fixing the car, or you're trying to look like you're working on fixing it.
Yeah.
But then when the camera's on you, it's like, all right, make it work. You don't even know what the engine is. You don't even know what the ignition is. And like, you know what I mean? So when the spotlight is on you, when you did all that training that you did, let's see it on the court. You don't even
And yep.
like how
There's
many.
a lot of
Yeah,
training sessions or training exercises where you can't fucking use this in a fucking game.
yeah. Like I've seen people train with drills like
Yeah.
low post. They work on the low post. I'm like, all right, I see you trying to train. Not once in the regular season did they use it.
Yeah.
Like
There's
not
also
once.
this
Yeah.
there's also this one drill, Kuya. You know how every time they hit the fucking backboard or like they make a layup, they have to put a mark that prevents you from hitting that mark again. It's like a fucking huge foam stick that you stick onto the board.
Oh yeah.
And you have to keep hitting angles that you never hit until the
Yeah.
fucking shot goes in. And are you telling me you're fucking practicing to hit the very top of the fucking backboard and expecting it to go in, and you're gonna do that in game?
Yeah. Or why not use an actual person similar to something you're trying to like first, let's say that drill. You're
Yeah,
thinking scenarily, you're trying to think Jokic is trying to guard that, so you have to think of this high angle to shoot over him.
yeah.
Why not
You
get a random ass player that's the same build, same height, trying to reject
yeah.
it?
Exactly. But these dumb fucks do these fucking weird ass
Weird
workout
exercises,
shit.
yeah. Like and really like we as fans, we as normal people, we're not gonna try that shit. It doesn't work.
It doesn't. You have to actually. That's why they say practice what you're gonna be doing in games. You don't practice shit that you won't do in game, but you do in practice.
See, and thank you for adding to the message because now what I keep trying to say is basically all these players they all train, but they look like they're just doing a scrimmage
Yeah,
in a professional platform in the NBA. When real games come, it's like watching a scrimmage. That's why it's boring. They're not training. They're not doing the off court training that you see. Like you never see Giannis in a scrimmage in like NBA open court. You never see that. And then you see him all of a sudden like holy shit, he's being dominant this season. It's that it's
it's
that
because
it's the
he
dark
does.
side. Yeah, it's that black
Yeah,
side where they do the training. That's where I'm just like yeah, I'm seeing something. But all these other players, you're not fooling me, man. You're not fooling anyone else.
but
But yeah,
and yeah, like yeah. Just to sum it up, man. Again, just work on things that you're gonna be doing in game. Don't be doing fucking drills that are nonsense or that are useless to help you improve your game. Okay, fine. It helps you with mechanics, but it doesn't fucking help you do it in fucking games because you can't. There are a lot of drills that you won't imagine. Like you can't put that situation that you in a drill in a fucking game.
yeah. Like let's put us some normal human beings in just so the
Yeah.
people can understand. Like just so people who watch this can understand. When we play, you are a 3-point shooter, right? No
Yeah.
lie there. You're a 3-point shooter. But here and there, you'd like to work on your step back twos, your layups, just to
Yep.
have something. But it doesn't mean you're going to use it on the game. Obviously, you're going to use what you're good at, which is your shooting. But you're not going to do this post shot, practice it, but you're not going to use that shit in the game. And for me, I have to be quite honest. You know me, I love to shoot twos.
Yep.
And I know I'm just setting the record straight. I'm going to be completely honest. As much as I would love to be a 3-point shooter like you and Justin, it's not me. It's not in
Yep.
my game.
You've
It
you've
doesn't
always been
matter.
a
Yeah.
player, man.
It's always yeah, and people because and I used to think like the pressure used to I even put the pressure on myself because when other players see us three on the court together, they see you shoot a three, Justin can shoot a three. When they see me and I miss it, I feel the pressure like oh he's the weakest link, like oh that's disappointing because I thought all the basketers can shoot threes. Like I let that shit get to me, so I accept it and realize, and this is what players you have to be self-aware. I realized like I do not really want to have a 3-point in my game. I mean, I'd love to
Exactly.
have it, but I'm not gonna. I don't
Yeah.
want to rely on it. I
It's
instead,
like
yeah,
it's like this, Kuya. It's like imagine this: you have two fucking brothers who are fucking good at doing skyhooks, but here yourself is a fucking point guard. Would you want to be adding a fucking skyhook to your game knowing you're a fucking
no.
point guard?
That's yeah, and then that's the thing with the centers adding 3-point shooting to their game when you should be working on it. Like it's backwards. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just
And,
if Uncle Lou was here, I swear he would say, "Man, I would backhand the shit out of every one of these players, man. Not just the NBA, but just people in general who pick up a basketball thinking that they should be doing this type of shit."
and same with him. I've never seen him take a 3-point shot, but if you look at him, he's always just attacking the paint.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He knows his what he likes to do. Like that's his game.
Yeah.
Just like with
He
me,
knows
my
he's
game.
yeah. That's the thing. It's and like yeah, as long as that's the thing. Stick to what you know that you're good at. You don't have to. It doesn't
Deviate. You
mean
don't have to deviate and do something else.
just because you see other teams doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. You can always shine in your own way.
Yeah, and if you do that, good things will happen to you.
Yeah,
Like
I mean it's bad try to do it at some point or like try to attempt to make a shot out of it. But at the end of the day, stick to what you do. Like again, for example, the best example is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He never tried to become KD, but you see him, he's still sticking to his game. He's just gonna keep attacking.
yeah, and he's just gonna
Yeah,
add. Yeah,
yeah. Practice my mid-range game. I can practice my 3-point shooting at sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna keep slashing this bitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
But with the professional level, it's like you need to outside of the fundamentals, you need to perfect the other like be more efficient in the other basic like the more basic things. Like your free throws, for example. I can't believe people NBA players still miss free throws like the young ones. Like NBA is the
Oh yeah.
highest level. It should be when you're in the free throw, like we're expecting automatically 2 points from the line.
Oh
You
man.
cannot be you can't be missing them. Because
my examples there to that type of to that situation that you just mentioned about being young and then missing all these fucking free throws.
yeah,
Oh my god! I no disrespect, but like, yeah, he has years to improve, but that's fucking Bronny James.
yeah, but like at least,
He's such a free throw line, man.
yeah, but s- hopefully it gets like someone will tell him or he will tell himself that you need to. For me, you shouldn't have to wait till someone tells you. You need to realize that you need to make free throws. You need to
Yeah,
realize that. If you're gonna
yeah,
keep
and
missing these shits, trust me, no one's gonna want your ass. I don't care if you average 20 points. If you're a bad free throw shooter, I don't want you on my team because we all know
yeah,
that's a game plan. Just foul his ass every time.
yeah. Knowing it's an actual thing, it's an actual strategy. Fuck, I wouldn't want you on the fucking floor at this point.
When at the line, shooting for two, Bronny J. All of us are literally gonna get up on the stands, go to the food court, go to the bathroom because we know he's gonna miss them shits, and then we come back and then like that's it's work on the fundamentals, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're trying to say.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, this has been real, man. It's really good to see you again. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's I feel like we could go on forever till the cows come home or till you come home. But yeah,
yeah.
we'll leave it there, and hopefully we'll get you and Uncle Lou back on the track. But it's really good that we shuffle, we mix it up here and there. It's nice to get
I like
different styles.
it's you and just you and me.
Yeah. Like like
Fuck, the
tomorrow.
first episode.
Yeah, it's the first episode where we actually say hoops with JV and it's us.
Yeah, it's not.
But like I like to mix it up. Mix it up is good. Like you don't want to be stagnant. I told them it's not. We gotta try some shit. We gotta keep trying shit. And hopefully we got another member coming with us soon. If
Yep,
he's free. But if he's not, it's all good. We're still gonna keep this ship
still
sailing.
going.
So it'll be nice to get other opinions. The more opinions, the more we get different perspectives across the board, and then people will
Mm-hmm.
understand. People will understand what we're talking about and what they see.
Yeah,
Because
and they,
Michaela, yeah, sorry, because with Michaela, she likes basketball and she can
yeah,
see shit now. She can see shit. Like she was like, oh no, Boston doesn't have it this year. It's like, oh man,
yeah,
Anthony Edwards is a talent. Like, oh damn, they got rid of Cat. Like,
yeah,
because what we're saying, like what we're trying to make people see, then when they just watch it, they're like, oh my god, I know what you mean now. So
yeah.
but we'll get just enough. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you. I know
Of
you guys got a hectic schedule over there. I hope you get some rest. And I hope because you got a
course.
big day. So yeah, hopefully I get to catch you guys on the next one. And for those who are watching, thank you for listening, and thank you for committing 2 hours of your time with us. I know we got a bit overboard there, but once you start cooking, man, you gotta let them cook.
Of course, man. The best meals take long
Yeah.
to make.
Yeah, when you marinate something for too long, it's worth it. The slow cooked meals,
It's
they
worth
taste
it.
better when they're slow cooked, man. You try to rush it, it's raw shit, and no one wants that.
Yep.
No diddy, but yeah. But yeah, it was fun with you, man. I hope I catch you later, and yeah, I hope you have a good one.
Hey, man.
And I'll see
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
love you, man. I hope to see you all
See you
later.
guys.
Guys, peace. Catch you later.